Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubbies enter the day with their winning streak at 10 games. They'll try to extend it next. Les Moore gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Here comes the first pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Our game time temperature here to start play, a balmy 86 degrees at first pitch. The 1-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Still 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is taken for a called third strike as the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Yeah, Matty, every person that bought a ticket tonight came to see one thing, and that's the guy on the mound. But I'll tell you what, from an offensive standpoint, this is what you live for. Who's going to make the adjustments offensively to put quality at bats against this guy? Do they have to get him early? Can someone work themselves into a big count to drive a ball in the gap late? I am so fired up to see this offense take on this monster.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Peraza swings a very capable bat against left-handed arms like this, even though he doesn't usually show a ton of power. He does put the bat on the ball, however, and of course his plus speed helps him pick up a lot of hits.
And that's what I love about him. He knows his skill set and he stays within himself and doesn't try and do too much. He understands what he's capable of, hits the ball on the ground, line drives, maybe a gapper for a triple, and puts the defense on their heels.
1 out, nobody on. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
Votto behind, but still dangerous even on 0-2.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, He's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Anthony DeSclafani will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Now in the box, Joe Morgan. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. The 1-0 is a sharp slider taken low for a ball.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Hit hard towards the hole. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Coming to the plate now, Jeff Bagwell. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race. From the stretch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Morgan aboard here at first with nobody out. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. The 2-1 pitch is swung on and hit in the air out to center field. Hamilton will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. Really having a solid season. He's got over 100 RBIs on the year, and he's just flat out taking care of business this season. Don't be surprised if he ends up being a difference maker in this one, too.
Now batting, Junior Moore. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a breaking ball.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively, to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that. And if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Under it, Jeanette. And there are 2 away now.
Batting fourth,
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0 for 4 line. He's set, and the pitch. And that one just missed outside. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat and mouse game continues on.
1-1. Pitch inside the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. Drove in one of his team's 2 runs in yesterday's game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. One gone.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0. Taken strike 1 on the inside corner.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. It's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball foul down the left side. No score here as we play inning number 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Adam Duvall waits on deck. Once again, a 3-2. There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
Stepping in, Adam Duvall, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. Flip of his glove for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Stepping up now, Babe Ruth. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category.
Babe Ruth.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Funny. He's a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable. And when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Line drive to center field. Hamilton has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on Dave. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Digging in, Ken Griffey Jr. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. And it's a ball and a strike to Ken Griffey Jr. The 1-1. Hard hit ball towards the hole. Jeanette has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting 10th, catcher,
Stepping up to the plate, Mike Piazza will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot off the bat of Mike Piazza, number 35 now on the season, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Into the box, Mike Schmidt. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. That batting average hovering in the high 230s with 36 home runs and 91 runs batted in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
And it's 1-2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Hard hit ball to second. Jeanette is there. Throw on Nevada will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We played 2. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Back here at Wrigley for the start of the third as we get a nice look at downtown from high above Lakeshore Drive. And that brings up Scott Schebler as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you gotta be ready for the heater.
Schebler even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. In now for the Reds, Miguel Santos. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in an 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Lays off 2-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Soft liner to the left side. And the Reds have their first hit of the game.
Hey, they don't all have to be beautiful. They just have to be base hits, and that's exactly what that was. Soft liner into left field. Nice job.
In now, Anthony DeSclafani. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Santos leads off first with 1 away. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
The batter, number 6, center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Billy Hamilton, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one right down Main Street. Now the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. One and two, the count to Billy Hamilton. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Reds leave one. It remains 1-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Les Moore, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Les Moore.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
And he misses with it. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fouled away. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded by Jeanette. And there's one down now.
Batting ninth, the shortstop.
So coming to the plate, Cal Ripken. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, second baseman, Joe Morgan.
So two are gone now in the Cubs half of the third. And here comes an important cog in the big red machine, Joe Morgan. First offering on its way. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Riding in once again, Jeff Bagwell. He flew out in his last at-bat. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 3 innings complete. The Cubs lead this one 1-0. Now at the plate, Jose Peraza as we begin the top of the fourth. First delivery to him on the way. 4-1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Ripken scoops it up. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, the first baseman, Joey Votto.
So one away here with the bases empty. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. First pitch coming. Here it is. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, Scooter Gennett. This one is launched. Look at this. This one's into the bleachers and gone. So it's a two-run shot to right center and even 30 home runs on the year. And the Reds now take a 2-1 lead.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Standing in now, Eugenio Suarez. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Looking at his career totals, Suarez has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike two.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 home. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Misses, ball two. Still only one out in the inning. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number two. Digging in to try it again, Adam Duvall comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
High in the air out to center field. Moore is there. And that retires the side. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-1 Cincy. Leading off the inning, Junior Moore, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Center fielder, number 4.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th. So a base hit for him has him aboard to start out their half of the 4th as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Ready for another chance. Babe Ruth hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. The Babe with a 2-run home run. And that's the big one. 756. Moving him past Henry Aaron. And it gives the Cubbies a 3-2 lead.
As a fellow once said, the only park that ball wouldn't have made it out of is Yellowstone. Everyone knows he's got plenty of thump in his bat. But come on. I'm not sure that ball's even come down yet.
Into the box, Ken Griffey Jr. as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The windup and the 0-1. And he just misses with a curveball. Base is empty here with nobody out. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Peraza takes it in. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
That's good.
Now at the plate, Mike Piazza. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Skied into straightaway right. Schebler has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, third baseman, Mike.
At the plate, Mike Schmidt. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Two and 1. I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
More.
In now, less, more, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Schmidt, the runner at first with 2 gone. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Misses. That's ball 1.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
The count now at 2-2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. We played 4, and Chicago's taken a 3-2 lead. And that brings up Scott Schebler. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Bagwell is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
Ready now, Miguel Santos. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Hit on the ground out to short. Ripken right there. And there are two away now.
Up next for Cincinnati, catcher Anthony DeSclafani.
Standing in, Anthony DeSclafani. He did his job and laid down a successful sac bunt in his first appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Griffey waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Takes just 4 pitches to set down the Reds. Still a 3-2 ball game. Into the box now, Cal Ripken. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. First delivery to him on the way. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Shepler. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 8.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Joe Morgan. Last time up he was hit by a pitch. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Hit out towards second. Jeanette showing off his range. Throw on the first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home fifth.
Now batting, third baseman, Jeff.
Ready for another shot now, Jeff Bagwell. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Squared that one up just a little late.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Digging in and looking for more, Junior Moore, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Counts 1-0.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
The 3-0. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
So 2 on with 2 away, and here comes the Babe. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Fastball here too low, and it's 1-0. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Bagwell over at second. Moore at first. 2 out in the inning. Counts even at 1-1 to Ruth. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2 misses, ball 2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Here's another 2-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in, and Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First offering on its way. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. And another foul ball. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Missed with a breaking ball.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his own, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
And here's Jose Peraza. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
That's a ball.
Up top, it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes. Yeah.
Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. In is Joey Votto now. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
The 0-1 on its way. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Moore racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Reds are down in order. They're down 3-2. Michael Lorenzen enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 21, Michael Lorenzen.
Ready once again, Ken Griffey Jr. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Jeanette has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, catcher,
Mike Piazza will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as the lefties begun to heat up down there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is strike 2 swinging.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Just hung in there on that one. Another 1-2 delivery. And a swing and a miss by Piazza, and he's a strikeout victim here.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Stepping in now, Mike Schmidt. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The windup and the 0-1. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Not a real good pitch there, 0-2. Probably not what he was trying to do with that fastball. He was trying to miss probably up and away, and he threw that one down into the dirt on an 0-2 pitch. Very rarely are you going to get hitters to chase an 0-2 fastball that's down in the dirt.
2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. Ready with another 2-2. Fouled away. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Number 25.
Striding in, less, more. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. From the belt, the pitch. And there's a pitch down in the dirt for ball number 2.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. In there, 2-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
The 2-2. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Schmidt is off at first with 2 away. Skied into very shallow right. Jeanette has a play. And that ends the inning. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 7th inning coming up. Cubs lead it 3-2. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Scooter Jeanette will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on 1 swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is fouled. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Here comes the first pitch. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
I'm no hitting coach, but I know they always preach, if you're going to swing, swing! Second guessed himself on that one.
Standing in now, Adam Duvall. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. No hits to this point. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking the zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Count is 1-2 now. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail 3-2. Kyle Crockett gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Kyle Crockett.
Striding into the box, Cal Ripken. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Cal Ripken.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Little dribbler down the line. Suarez moving to his right, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Joe.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Joe Morgan. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Into the corner and slicing foul. One out, nobody on. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hot shot down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a two-bagger.
Into the box, Jeff Bagwell. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Spin and a throw back to second, and the runner will get back standing. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. Morgan, the runner at second with one away. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that misses, ball four. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Center fielder number 4, Junior.
Digging in the switch hitter, Junior Moore. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. He's set. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. 0-1. Here it comes.
Nope,
and the changeup is way low that time.
1-1.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball two.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Runners are at first and second with one away. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Fouled off. Another full count pitch on its way. Fouled away. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. The 3-2 one more time. A little bouncer.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the corner get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. He might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
Another payoff pitch. And he fouls this one off. This is indeed a battle. The 11th pitch coming up. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Hit on the ground to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. But he'll recover to get the force at second. A fantastic play.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting one out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Now at the plate, Babe Ruth. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. With runners in scoring position this season, Ruth hits a little over the 270 mark. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Shebler on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They're up 3-2. Billy Wagner has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 13, Billy Wagner.
And that brings up Scott Shebler. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 misses above the zone for a ball. Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
The 2-1 home is a slider that backs up for a ball.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
3-1. Here it is. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Miguel Santos. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Quick check on that tying run at first. A dive, but he's back. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
The 0-1 on its way. Favorable call in there for a strike. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number one is stranding him on base. And now with one out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Barry Larkin will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Barry Larkin.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. He'll enter play here at 3:04. 9 homers and 34 driven in. The set and the 1-0 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Larkin playing here in his age 31 season. This is his first year at the big league level.
I can't even begin to imagine 20 years in the show. The umbrella of what he falls under. Guys like Craig Biggio, Derek Jeter, Tony Gwynn, to name a few. To hang in there for 2 decades. Just incredible feat.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
The batter, number 6, center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Billy Hamilton. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And the run will score from second as we are once again tied 3-3.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
And here's Jose Peraza. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Here it comes, 1-0. Look out, there goes Hamilton. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Yeah, now after the stolen base, it looks as though the dugout wants to go ahead and put him on here to keep that double play in order with one away.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
In is Joey Votto now. And a pivotal moment in this one. Tie ball game, bases loaded, but the possibility of an inning-ending double play does still exist here. First pitch on its way. Right over the middle, knee high.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Now the 0-1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 now to Votto. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. The 1-2. Fouled off. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Larkin, the runner at third. Hamilton at second. Peraza on at first with 2 down. Swung on but fouled off to the left. A pause and the 0-2. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Working to keep it tied. Here's the pitch. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Griffey is there now to put this one away for the 3rd out as they'll strand that potential go-ahead run at third base. But the tying run comes across here, so it looks like this could be a wire job. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. David Hernandez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
David Hernandez.
So striding in, Ken Griffey Jr. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. And a breaking ball stays outside. Ground ball foul down the left side.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that would drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Digging in now, Mike Piazza, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. From the stretch. And they start him with one high and away for ball 1.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
The 1-0. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. 2-1 to Piazza.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually, a quality take.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Duvall moves over, 1 out. Enos Slaughter will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away. And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally. So that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 away.
The pitcher, Billy Wagner.
Ken Griffey will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. First and second now, 1 man out. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
And he takes a look at strike 3 called, and that's as important as they come there. 2 big outs now.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
In now, Cal Ripken, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Griffey Jr. on second. Slaughter at first. 2 out in the inning. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. We've played 8 full, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Fergie Jenkins will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Jorge Polanco has come into the ball game now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Number 16, Jorge Polanco.
Standing in, Eugenio Suarez, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball two.
Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Adam Duvall waits on deck. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike three called, and that's the first out of the inning. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Great day's work any way you look at it. Stepping into the box, Adam Duvall. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Stepping in, Scott Schebler. First two men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. Bases are empty here with two men out. And he strikes him out on a good pitch. So one run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. The Cubs with a chance to walk it off as we go to the last of the ninth. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Wandy Peralta is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch.
Number 53.
Irvin will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 27. Philip Irvin.
First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Leaves a changeup high for a strike. looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Into the box now, Jeff Bagwell, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
1-2, here it comes. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Stepping in now, Junior Moore, standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. Peralta, playing here in his age 26 season. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Set to deliver the 0-1. A high fastball is in there. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Wow, everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits, and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Chicago with 114 wins, most in the division. Fergie Jenkins gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Reds, 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 59 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Cubbies combined to allow only 4 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 4-3. Yogi Berra was a clutch performer at the dish with 4 RBIs, leading the Brewers to victory over the Pirates 5-3. He is currently among the NL leaders in batting average. The Rockies totaled 13 hits as a team as they got the
We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs enter today's matchup with an 11-game winning streak on the line. They'll try to notch their 12th straight. Next, Darryl Burrows is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy is doing quite a job against lefties. He's held lefties to an under 200 batting average to start the season, so he's doing a lot of things right when the lefties step into the batter's box.
Into the box now, Barry Larkin. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Cincinnati, shortstop, Barry Larkin.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Griffey coasts under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
You always have to look out for a guy like Joey Votto. He was the catalyst for this ball club last month. He had an on-base percentage of over 400. And when you're doing that, you're really helping your team.
At the plate, Billy Hamilton. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt.
The first baseman, number 22.
Coming to the plate now, Joey Votto. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem I think at times hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And strike three called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Reds are down and ordered, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Robert Stevenson is the man on the mound for the fourth game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
In now, Joe Morgan. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses, ball one. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
2-0 count. The pitch finds the zone. Strike one. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Hamilton is there, and he has it for the first out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Well, Matty, this team can do one thing very well. This lineup leads the league in home runs, and that's why people pay the price of admission. They want to see the long ball. Everybody loves home runs, and it's exactly what this lineup gives you. They get count leverage, 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Don't look for that base hit the other way. They are trying to turn and burn.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
So stepping in, Junior Moore. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Here it comes, 1-0. Takes a knee-high fastball.
1-1.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. A bullet to first base. And he'll take it to the bag for the out. And there's your unassisted double play. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley with no score. So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Scooter Gennett. And he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely one player to keep your eye on right now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. One out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And fellas, the one thing I'm excited about today is watching this team flash the leather. Pick it and grin. In the National League, this team has the highest fielding percentage. That screams to their pitchers taking them to some nice steak dinners on the road.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. First delivery to him on the way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Now the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Standing in now, Brooks Robinson. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
You know, Dero, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-0 hitter, though. He must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 4 home runs and 25 driven in. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. The 3-0 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
At the plate, Phillip Ervin. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1.
It counts 1-1.
Ready with the 1-1. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
2 strikes.
And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Reds strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now to the plate, Babe Ruth. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Now the 1-1 pitch is a breaking ball in off the plate. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Grounded back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Digging in, Ken Griffey Jr. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category. He's set, and the pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Ruth gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
Digging in, Mike Piazza. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. And the changeup is way low that time. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Batting seventh, third baseman, Mike.
So striding forward now, Mike Schmidt. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
Popped him up. But that's out of play off the top of the home dugout. Shoots this one to first. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the runner will score from second. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
A minute ago, this thing was tied up, but when you're giving up triples, you're not going to be close for too long. Now a 2-run lead and a base hit away from making it 3.
Into the box, Darrell Burrows in the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And no advance. It's ball 1. Bouncer up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, Devo. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the run in.
So digging in now, Cal Ripken. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First offering on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Schebler is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Stepping into the box, Joe Morgan. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Morgan.
First things first, here's a throw over. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And again a throw, and he'll dive back in safely. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. Now a move over to first. Don't want to forget about it. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call. Back here on the north side at Wrigley.